Hello everyone, this is Quiversee and welcome back to Pikmin 3. Last time we took down the Scornet Maestro and saved who everyone here on the SS Drake thinks is Captain Olimar, but it was actually Louie. And of course, he was in a state of stasis. Upon waking up, he absconded with our ship, stole the captain's rubber ducky, and took all of our hard-earned juice. I did remember when I saw Louie that it's like, oh, wait a minute. He does something bad later, doesn't he? I forgot that he would literally steal all of our juice. But now, we have a manhunt! Now then, where does the thing say he is? Oh, wait, we're in, oh, over that away. Okay. That, I don't know if pinks are going to be enough. Oh. Well. Looks like we might not need to worry. Because, yeah, this is, the Garden of Hope, I think. Oh, we need pink! Okay, I need to get some pinks. Because it is now time for another onion! Let's bring in 20 pinks. And while we do need to chase after Louie and get our stuff back, we're gonna also need to make sure we prioritize finding some fruit. What is that thing? That would be our 5th onion! Ta-da! Pop! I am going to just chuck Alf over there, or Charlie, I guess. There it is! The blue Pikmin. A new type of Pikmin spread from the onion that was in the water. This Pikmin seems right at home underwater. Indubitably it is. So now we have access to underwater shenanigans. However, you know what? I'm gonna send Alf and Britt over that way with their pinks, whilst Charlie plays with the new blue boys. As with every new onion, we need to start building up their numbers. I don't know why I did charge and not throw there, but that's okay. Give them a little pluck. Get them started on that. Okay, and it appears they've arrived. Well, it would appear we're going to need some yellow Pikmin to deal with this puzzle, and probably all of our captains, but that's not what I'm here for right now. Ay. Oy vey. Alright, fine. Alf! Go home and get some yellow Pikmin. Charlie, you've got a squad of 10 blues. Can we kill this underwater gobbledygook? Sure can. Alright, boys. Take your food home. But now, Alf, now you get 10 yellows. I said 10. And shoot. Where is it? It's over here. Alright, while that's going, let's go ahead and grab this data file. And get these little goobers! Yeah! Where did that one come from? Looked like he came flying from over the water. Right, there's a little flying gate we're gonna need to deal with soon. Alright, rest of you, go after that. Ooh, I see a buried blue pellet over that way. Alf. That should be more than enough pinks. There we go. No, I want this! There we go. Fruit recovered! At least now we'll be able to survive if we don't get any juice today. That was close. Charlie! Oh, sorry, one moment, please. Sorry about that. Had an extremely important phone call. Long story short, I'm actually in the process of moving, so... That was pertaining to that, and why do I not have audio in my ears? Because my headset turned off. There we go! Now I can hear the delights of the Pikmin! I forgot what I was doing because I was on the phone for half a doggone hour. Oh, right. These guys were doing that. I was sending fruit back to the Drake. Do I have any more blues? No. All right. Rather than knocking your heads against this... Those guys can continue knocking their heads against that, but let's see if I can't find you some, off-color pellets. Ooh. Let me go ahead and grab these. Pop away the pinks. Oh man, I missed the blue. Well. I really need to get another blue. Ooh, that's a 5 pellet. That door is almost down. I really want to get that 5 pellet, but for blues. I could also get Mama Bulborb over there. But I kind of don't want to risk it right now. All right, you start knocking up that flower. I said start knocking down that flower. There we go. Ooh! More opponents. Go get it! Help them. While they're digging that up. Darn it! Oh, well, yellow 5 is better than nothing for this. We're still gonna get ourselves up to our full 60. So that's good. Gotcha, Spectralid. All right, while you're plucking, let's see what lies over here. Oh, that's a big fruit. All right, Alf. All right, can I at least get the fruit? Nuts. Ah, crap, I messed it up. Just as well. I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna need a third captain down here. Who I'm gonna have to throw from over there. Well, I do need some pinks for some of this stuff. For now, let's go on ahead and gather ourselves up some bridge bits. And as for you, you remaining 4, get back to smashing. Looks like this is what I'm gonna need for those pinks for. Don't need any yellows, and I think I'm only gonna need 10 pinks. Where am I going? This way! All right, pinks, man the gate! Oh, there's some kind of something or other snoozing over there. Looks like another fruit guarded by a crystal. Which means I need rocks. Alf! Fetcheth us some rocks. Post haste, if you please. You know, I think I might not even need to worry about those pinks that are lifting the gate. Like, I just realized that's where Louie's signal is coming from, and I feel like it's gonna be a boss fight. So I don't want to do that right now. That, however, would be a very worthwhile thing to use the pinks for. But first, hello there, gobbledygook. This thing looks kind of like an Octorok. I see. So it bubbles the Pikmin. That appears to be another searing acid shock, if I am not utterly mistaken. And this appears to need 20 Pikmin to push. Let's go on ahead and get our blues. There we go. Push the block! job, soldiers! There we go. Got our pinks back. Oh! Looks like I do need the pinks to hold this open. Uh-oh. Where else am I missing Pikmin? Oh my lord, over there. It went down and then went back up again. What the heck happened? All right, what did I lose? Two rocks and two pinks? Okay, the rocks I understand. It had to be the two that were sitting on the bridge, but how did I lose some pinks? I don't understand. Nor do I agree. But at least we now have fused the blue onion to our mother onion. It's increased in size again! You don't think the drake could get absorbed too, do you? No, I don't think there's any danger of that. Well, probably not, hopefully. This one is really tasty. No new fruit categories today. But look at that. Oh, just think of how much juice we had this time yesterday. Curse that Hocotatian! We're out of juice. We need to find more tomorrow. Yeah, things are looking pretty grim. But with our new blue Pikmin, I think we'll be able to find some new fruit. The blue onion was only able to produce a single blue Pikmin. I wonder if it took its last bit of strength. Thank goodness we were able to dig the onion out. The blue Pikmin may very well have been on the verge of extinction. I don't think so, considering Olimar and Louie had access to them not long before you got here. But that particular onion may have been on its last legs. That much is very possible. Whew. Well, but with that, another day is concluded. And next time on Pikmin 3, we're going to be returning to the Garden of Hope. Also, I just realized it's been 2 days, and I hadn't actually checked this. So, let's take a looky. Blue Pikmin, number 1. Blue Pikmin survive in water. And number 2, they can attack while swimming. Yeah, I think that's actually new, because, like, normally, you know, the blue Pikmin just walk around underwater and otherwise behave as normal. But, yeah, in this, they actually swim. Underwater, they're basically like flying Pikmin. Controls. Didn't expect this. Rescuing from bubbles. Knock into Pikmin to free them from bubbles. Yeah, kind of figured that one out. Indigenous life. The Toady Bloister. Its tail is its weak point. Yep, pretty standard. We have familiar with those. With 3 of us. Quite the discovery. I've only had a little more help other than Louie to get this mechanism going. I really wish the boss would answer us. Just because he's the president of Hocotatian Freight doesn't mean he can just be on vacation all the time. Or is that exactly what it means? Depends. How good is the company? Oh, there's another area hint. Oh, I didn't even see this one. A legacy of the past. We discovered the remains of what appears to be an underwater structure. Perhaps we can restore it so that we may cross to the opposite shore. Louie is here, but we would still need someone else's help to do this. Okay, I don't know what that one's referring to. And Alamar's log. Louie has become even more problematic. All he does is nod or shake his head, and yet he consumes 3 times the amount of food that I do. Not cool, Louie, not cool. Nobody likes Louie. And again, he doesn't really do himself any favors. We never did take a look at the seed hive that we got the other day. This was a bit of an emotional roller coaster for us. We were lured in by the sweet scent, but when we cut it open, it was infested with huge insects. Oh, fainted poor thing. Then I realized that the insects were seeds. Yay! Alf will wake up eventually. I mean, he already did by the time this had happened. And then, last but not least, Scornets. Structural flaw, weak hide, weight of 1. These buzzing swarms are rare but dangerous. Normal Pikmin aren't built to handle these insects. They'll just get carried off. Use wing Pikmin instead. Correct. We've already killed 167 of them. That is not a lot in the grand scheme of things for these goobers. If only I could whistle just the right tune or pitch. I bet I could get them to carry me around this planet. I'd only need 1, but I'm sure it would take a lot more to get Alf or the Captain airborne. Alf, probably not much more. The Captain, yeah, probably.
These swarms of tiny terrors are well organized. Then again, so are we. I'll put my leadership skills to the test against their numbers any day. Pikmin, ball out!
Honestly, the flying Pikmin versus the Scornets just makes me think of the Punies versus the Jabbies from Thousand Year Door. That's what I think of every time I see this. But then, of course, we have their boss, the Maestro. Structural flaws that's weak hide, but a weight of 10. It takes real charisma to command such a large team. It's a lot like our captain that way. For instance, well, there's, maybe not. The captain has definitely got an interesting disposition about him. I'd like to listen to that pretty sound while I eat some fruit. It looks to be well taken care of by the surrounding little bees. I envy that. I suppose I've only got Alf and Captain. I can only do half of what I want. I don't know why, but I had a really hard time reading that one.
The Maestro leads a whole swarm of Scornets flying in perfect military formation. My leadership over the Pikmin might not be that tight, but we do okay. I put my whistle up against this gal's harp any day of the week.
Charlie might be a bit of an odd one, but he's definitely got that confidence and courage. You do need that to be a good leader. Next is the Spuddlefish. Oh, like a cuttlefish. Soft hide, weight of 5. Its tentacles are designed both for locomotion and to spray an obscuring jet of ink to cover its escape. Pikmin tend to panic when soaked in ink, so bail them out quickly. But you also have to chase after it quickly with any blue Pikmin you have on hand in order to regenerate the damage you dealt. Though it's almost a shame to defeat it since it's so beautiful in motion. I didn't know that it had any of those extra features to it because we killed it so dang quickly. It's like a flower that blooms in water instead of earth. So elegant, so beautiful, so hungry for Pikmin. I guess every rose has its thorns.
Maybe it's something to do with the low friction down there, but all these underwater creatures are so slippery. The black ink it spouts whenever it feels threatened probably contributes to that, come to think of it.
Watery creatures do tend to be very slippery. That's just how it works in nature. The Puckering Blino. I love that name. Weak hide with a weight of 1. They swim in schools. Not only do they hunt prey in their own habitat, but they can jump out of the water and go for prey in the air too. I hadn't expected to see them operate in such different environments, but now that I have, I'm definitely taking notes. In other words, flying Pikmin over them, and they might jump up and snag one. I saw one swim at the captain and thought they were playing around. Then one came right at me, and ow, these things don't play! You'd better act fast to call Pikmin back if one of these things catches them. Thankfully, they have yet to do that.
Be advised that you are not safe just because you're out of the water. As I know now from experience, they can jump out, catching prey that strays too close to the surface. How can lips be so sharp?
Ugh. I don't like the thought of sharp lips. And the Waddlepuss! best name so far. Weak hide, weight of 7. When other creatures draw near, it emits bubbles from nozzles on its outer covering. The bubbles don't last long, but you can hit them with Pikmin to pop them early. Though the bubbles seem to trap creatures, it doesn't seem interested in eating its captures. Maybe this is its idea of play? If so, it can be a dangerous game for its playmates. I admit it, I'm guilty of getting caught in their bubbles deliberately. I love floating in the air, getting a bird's eye view of this planet. Hang on. Alf wanted to tell me the Copad already does that for us. Oh, he has no sense of romance. Seeing things through a screen versus seeing things with your own eyes is definitely a different thing. That being said, I would not want to be caught floating up. That would not be comfortable.
The worst thing this thing can do is jail you inside one of the bubbles it spews from the holes all over it, which is pretty bad. Since I'm like a regular cell, I need help from outside to escape.
Charlie, are you trying to say that you break out of prison? But yeah, that is going to do it for now. Next time on Pikmin 3, we will resume the chase for Louie. I think we now have everything we need to actually pursue him. So until then, thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.